Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for those two legends of sport. It's Beefy and the Bull.
Hello everyone, this is Beefy and the Bull. I remember playing in the 72 grand final.
Oh, 72! Doesn't go down like a sack of spuds this week.
None of this soft stuff.
Oh, Beefy! Oh, you've come out all guns blazing, mate.
Beefy and the Bull, Beefy and the Bull, Beefy and the Bull, Beefy and the Bull, Beefy and the Bull.
Yes, good morning everyone. Here we are for
good
Beefy and the
morning.
Bull Sports Report this morning. And, we've got a lot to get through,
Indeed, good on you, Beefy. What do you got? What do you start us off with this week?
I'm
Hi,
going to
everyone.
start off with the rumours that are going on in the NRL at the moment. And Anthony Seibold, he was forced out of quarantine because he was down there with the COVID quarantine. Now, he was forced out of there, and apparently they had to get security in to remove him after his 14 days in quarantine. Apparently he was refusing to leave, saying no, he should be in there until at least the NRL season's over.
Nice try!
They moved him out, and there was reports, and we can't clarify these reports, but there was a person fitting Seibold's description apparently hijacked a taxi in the Sydney and was getting the driver to drive around to all the COVID hotspots. Now, I don't know if that's true, but apparently he wanted to be locked up until the NRL season's over.
Beefy, I mean, think about this. What would you rather? Be locked away in a confined room for the rest of the year, or go back and coach the Broncos? I think we all know the answer to that one. Bring on the padded room.
Yeah, bring on the padded room. And another thing this week. Now, Kev Proctor for the Titans. Procco. He got found guilty the other day, on Tuesday, at the judiciary hearing for biting Sean Johnson on the arm. Now, he's got 4 weeks on the sideline. Now, I find that very, very hard indeed. Now, what people have got to understand is some teams, and I believe the Titans are one of these teams, the players are not getting paid unless they win.
Yes.
So, as you can imagine, the Titans haven't had any money for quite some time to go shopping.
They're bloody desperate, Beefy. They're bloody desperate.
Well, they've had no money to go shopping, so poor Proc was obviously hungry. Now, he's come onto the field. Now, Johnson's shoved his hand into Proc's mouth, and being starving and a bit delirious of the malnutrition, Proc's obviously just saw Johnson's arm as a, lamb chop.
Yes.
And he's had a bit of a bite.
Yes!
But nothing in it.
Can't begrudge Bob. I remember back in the day.
Oh, well, I remember.
72.
Ridiculous. Back in 72, you had your whole hand bitten off.
I know. They had a pit bull playing an halfback. And I know what you mean. People say that as a figure of speech, but no, there was
a pit bull. Yeah, Mount Druitt. Played that game. Yeah.
But I took him out. What I did was, first of all, I took some of your advice. I walked it off.
You did, and I remember you went off to the car, and you got a sewing kit out of your car, which I'm still curious as to why you had a sewing kit.
Grandma Dot. It was Grandma Dot's.
Remember? You sewed your hand back on, came out and scored 2 tries. No complaint to the ref, nothing. You just got on with the game.
That's because we're hard. We're not soft. Any of these other ones would go down like a sack of spuds.
That is correct.
Well, I'll tell you what, the AFL, Beefy, and I'll tell you what, last week, that Port Adelaide, they beat Richmond, they're on top of the ladder, and they're all like, oh, look at me, I'm from Port Adelaide, oh, I'm on top of the ladder, I can do all these amazing things. And you know what, and Richmond had only had 4 days off, you see, and they'd travelled down to Port Adelaide, they hadn't bloody played in a week. Anyway, they've come up here to the bubble. Bubble, don't get us started. Don't get us started.
On the bubble.
Anyway, they come up against Geelong. Geelong smashed them by 60 points. That's the last thing. And bloody really, they brought them back down to earth, mate, because, some people can get a bit ahead of themselves.
Posers, mate.
Yeah, absolute posers. Yeah. Remember that time when I was going in the Red Bull hang gliding challenge?
Yes, yes, I
And
remember.
I got a bit. You said I got a bit ahead of myself.
Yeah.
And you actually cut a little bit of the back of the hang glider out just to keep me on my toes and go,
Yes.
hey, you know what?
That's right.
If you think you're so good, try it with only one wing.
That's right.
I basically plummeted straight towards the rocks. They had some netting there.
But you learned a lesson.
I did. Never leave my hang glider with Beefy. No, just kidding, Beefy. Just kidding. Anyway, moving on. This round, if you want to see a game, a great game this weekend, Essendon versus Richmond. Sir Doug Nichols round, celebrating all our amazing Indigenous AFL players this round, and they're playing in Darwin, so it's going to be an incredible
that'll be a good
game.
game
It's
up
going to be
there. Good game
absolutely
up
awesome.
there.
But
Yes, well.
moving on to something that's got me all riled up.
Oh, you're riled up.
Oh, yeah, it's my new
he's riled
segment.
up. Oh.
You don't mind me having a
course.
segment, do you, Beefy?
No.
You
Yeah.
got that beef for the week, so I thought I'm all riled up. Anyway,
right.
I'll make it a
See
quickie.
how this goes.
I'll make it a quickie. That Tom Lynch, okay? He's a forward for Richmond, okay? They're going against some other team. Anyway, he's hit the guy in the bread basket. He's given him a little clip and winded the guy. Gone off taking the mark, kicked the goal. Good luck to him, I say. You know what I mean? You know, there's a lot of pushing and shoving going on.
Well,
anyway, the
it's all
media
part of
have
it.
attacked Tom Lynch. The media have attacked Tom Lynch and they've said, oh, you can't do this, or you can't do that. They've been doing that for years. Why pick on one fella when it has been
That's
going
right.
all right up?
Yeah, calm down. Drink of water. Take a drink of water. That's the way. Yes. Well, most of these media players have never played sport in their life.
Yeah, sorry.
Their idea of sport is playing canasta at home with the wife.
Yeah,
That's
bloody
their
yeah.
idea of sport.
Ridiculous. Well, geez, I really got riled up there.
You did.
Beefy.
Just calm down. I'll have to
I
get one of
know.
those defibrillators in here next time,
I
just
know.
in case.
Well, and my
We're not
fu-
as young as what we used to be.
No, but we'd still go all right, though, mate.
Yeah, so your pick of the games this week in the AFL?
It was Essendon versus Richmond. It's going to be a cracker.
Okay, my pick of the games in the NRL will be the Bulldogs and Warriors. It'll be an interesting game because the Bulldogs have forgotten how to win and the Warriors are pretty much unsure if they should win. So that'll be a very confusing game. Be very interesting indeed.
Oh, it's going to be very, very interesting. I like that one. I like that.
We better go on to beef for the week, I suppose. My beef for the week.
Yeah.
This week is cheap marketing using sporting identities, blatant money grabs.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Shane Warne the other day,
Warney.
and he was promoting the Shane Warne perfume. Now, what would Shane Warne know about perfume? Blatant money grab. No, that's like Proctor from the Titans putting his name to a lamb chop ad. or Bernard Tomic doing a safety video on what to do if someone chokes. Israel Folau promoting the Sydney Mardi Gras. No credibility in what they're promoting. It's just ridiculous.
Yes.
We need more credibility.
Absolutely.
Well, like the Australian cricket team promoting Bunnings sandpaper. They know what they're talking about. Or Daniel Ricciardo advertising champagne that tastes like smelly shoes. Credible stuff is what we need. No more of this blatant money grabbing. That's my beef of the week.
Beefy, that's an absolute cracker. Now, you have come in with the goods here today, my friend, and I'll tell you what, I'm proud of you. I've got tears running down my eyes because you're on a winner, mate.
Well, it's the truth. It's the truth, and that's all I speak.
Well,
It's just the truth.
Mate, we've got to watch all of them. And Warney, I mean, we're fans of Warney, but old Warney.
Yeah, not the new Warney, not this.
No, the old tinny on one hand, me pie on the other.
That's
old
right.
Warney, big
Like
Warney.
Booney. Like Booney, yeah, Booney.
Warney.
Yeah.
And, of course, we will never forget our wonderful David Foster. What a great woodchopper he was for Tasmania back in the day. Remember you went neck to neck up against the David Foster in the woodchopping. And then I was sort of like in third place, but I was the one where you sort of up a few levels, and I accidentally cut out the bottom of mine instead of cutting the top.
The top, yes, that was a rookie mistake.
It was a rookie mistake. It was a horrible day for me breaking both legs, but you kept going. So people thought you were amazing because, like, everyone, the ambulance was cool, but you were still going against Foster. And they were like, your brother, and I was just like, Beefy, look it up.
Well,
Beefy.
you've got to keep going. That's
well, that's what you said.
I said so.
And you didn't visit in the hospital, but that's because you'd actually won.
Well, I was
You were
too busy
celebrating.
accepting awards. And that's it for us today for Beefy and the Bull.
I tell you
Have a
what,
great week, everyone.
Have a great week, everyone. And as we always say, sport waits for nobody.
Beefy and the Bull. Beefy and the Bull. Beefy and the Bull.
Viruses spread when you cough and sneeze, and the tiny droplets land on surfaces others might touch. You can help reduce the risk by coughing or sneezing into your arm or a tissue. Bin the tissue. Wash your hands with soap and water. And if you're sick, seek medical advice. Together, we can help stop the spread and stay healthy. Visit health.gov.au.